Hey pal, so I hired someone to edit my videos. Her name is Jamie. I'm making this video simply to make sure I don't get run over by a car. Hey, just doing a little vlog here. Just gonna walk around and talk about things, my thoughts, my day, my life. Anybody who remembers my early days on YouTube, I started out doing exactly this. I used to walk around Staten Island, New York, and just record what I saw, record myself, have some fun. You know, it's getting hard between all the things that I do and wanting to do more long-form content. So I figured let's give somebody the opportunity to make something cool, you know, help me out. I never thought in a million years I would get to a point where I would even be able to hire outside help to make my videos. You know, I was always just like, yeah, I'll just do everything myself, always. Don't mind me, I'm just reflecting on like where it started and where it is, that sort of deal. So it's a beautiful day today. One of the most beautiful it's been in a while. It's like 70 degrees right now. Sunshiny day, a few nice clouds in the sky. I don't know what kind of clouds they are. Take a look for yourself. Okay. I don't know what you call those. Any of my science teachers out there, or what do you call them, meteorologists, who want to leave a comment with what kind of clouds are in the sky right now, let me know, because I have no idea. Jamie's watching this footage right now, editing, and she's going, this guy, I thought I knew him. I don't know him. He's insane. But Jamie, just bear with me, okay? Just bear with me. It'll be fun. All right, you'll add an intro. Maybe like right here, you could just add like a jingle or something for no reason, and then like stop it right here. I don't know, I'm just giving you little tests and nonsense to do. Everything where you go, wow, this guy's boring, cut that. So I'm a teacher, and tomorrow's the first day of school. That should be fun. This is the time of year where it's like actually kind of nice. You know, you had the whole summer off. In my district, we get like 70 days of summer. You know, I know it's different for some get more, some get less, but 70 days is a fair amount of days. You know, it's a nice restful period if you do it correctly. I've definitely had summers where like after the summer I was like, oh my God, like I think I'm more stressed than the end of last school year. This year I did it correct. Like I didn't overexert myself too much. I definitely was creating a lot. That became overwhelming, but then I had like all of August to kind of relax, you know? Something I've been thinking a lot about recently is like where I'm going with all this, you know, where I'm going with all this content creator stuff. I have a lot of followers, a lot of subscribers, but beyond that, it's just like I never thought I would want to be creating for this long. You know, I of course always knew I wanted to make videos and all this stuff. It's just like I was so sure I would lose momentum, or like I wouldn't keep growing, or it would get old to me, or whatever it was, and like none of that's been happening at all. And it's just to not pay attention to that and to deny that that's what's actually happening, that I'm constantly growing, that I love doing this more than anything, is absurd. It's absurd to deny that that's the reality. I want to be a content creator. I want to be somebody who creates videos, you know, on a full-time basis if possible, you know, and now I'm not afraid to say that. Like, I want to do this. I want to be a content creator. I want to create videos. But there's people who want to be singers and actors and whatever else in this world, athletes and writers and race car drivers and astronauts, whatever it is, just like, who just say, no, that's ridiculous, you know, like, and I get it. I remember just kind of like sitting there like, what a ridiculous thing to want to do this. The audacity to think you could succeed at this in any capacity. I never really believed in myself enough. And I still figured it out somehow. Imagine what could be done when you start to believe in yourself a little bit. I don't mean to turn this into a motivational speech, I promise. I really am just thinking out loud right now. Imagine if we gave ourselves a little bit of credit. You know? Saying, look at all these things that I've accomplished with so little knowledge of what I was doing, experience, support even. My mother was always in my corner no matter what I did. My friends always thought it was cool that I was doing this when I was making videos and all this stuff. I will say that a lot of what used to hold me back from wanting to do this, wanting to pursue my passions and dreams and things like that, is the thought that people will make fun of you for it. When it comes to being made fun of, I could name maybe one time where it happened out loud, you know, where somebody actually, you know, said something to my face. It was somebody who wasn't doing so great themselves. You know what I mean? They just had like a passing judgment. They saw one of my like early videos, like maybe 12 years ago. And she literally said something like, "I think your videos are stupid." That's about it. I could deal with that. Yeah. Sorry, don't mind me. I'm just like a bunch of cars stopped up ahead and police officers and things like that. And I just like want to make sure everything's okay. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do one of these. We're gonna turn it around. So yeah, we're gonna go back this way because I don't want to deal with any of that. When you make goofy little skits and walking tour videos and things like that, like, people aren't interested in like starting a debate with you. But if you know, if maybe if you're into politics or sports or something along those lines, and you want to make content around that, you know, current events, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Just know that maybe that's an area where you might face some criticism. Go into it being prepared about it. Also know that if people are critiquing and saying things, that means that people are watching what you're creating, and maybe that means that you're doing something right. It's been quite a journey. Really love where it's headed. Want to see where I can take it. You know, a video like this is more for me, and I appreciate you watching. I appreciate the fact that you want to watch me think out loud. This summer has been a big summer. This summer was a biggie. I really locked down my routine as far as what creating videos looks like. I'm starting to hire a team and assemble a team to help me. I now have a manager who manages my content. He'll be posting for me and doing background research and doing all the things that, you know, it's just hard for me to do if I want to focus on writing and creating content. I have an accountant on the financial side to make sure I'm spending appropriately and knowing what to do with the income. I have agents that take care of my, you know, my brand deals and things like that, which don't happen super often for me. I'm not like rolling in the dough over here, but it's like when it happens, I want somebody who could advocate for me and who can discuss things with lawyers and talk to the brands and negotiate properly. Like when I was doing it by myself, I had no idea what I was doing. I have young Jamie being put to work right now. Jamie, do something crazy right now to this video. Okay, and then when I come back, like, I don't know, just do whatever you want, Jamie. Don't listen to a word I'm saying. You know, it gets hard to do this stuff. That's why I have to hire people. It's like, I don't do this full time. Maybe one day, but it's like I don't right now. And sometimes you just got to do what you got to do to want to continue to do what you like to do. I was taking too much pride in doing everything on my own. It was almost like an unhealthy amount. I was like, yeah, look at me. I write my videos, film my videos, edit my videos, act in my videos, post my videos. I negotiate all my brand deals. I don't get help from anybody. And it was just like, it got to a point where it was just absolutely unmanageable. But I you know, my identity became that I was the guy who did everything, you know? And then I got to the point where I was like, you know what, maybe I could have other people in my videos. Let's start there. The very first people I had in my videos were my friends Nico and Brandon. You know, we made a video about how weird my videos are. And it did really well, and that like taught me like, hey, you could have other people in your videos and they could still do well. Like, you don't have to do everything yourself. That was like the first little light bulb that went off, like, okay, you don't have to do everything yourself. It took me a little while to get to this point. And then the next thing, I was just like, you know what? I can't be emailing these brands back and forth and, you know, chasing them down with invoices and negotiating this and that. I was like, I don't even care enough about the money to want to deal with that. Let's get somebody to take care of that. And I started noticing I do have some income. I was like, you know, I'm definitely not accounting for this properly. Let's get an accountant to take care of that. I have 7 platforms to post to, my short form videos at least. That's a lot to handle alone. You know what I mean? Like, once I make the video, I want somebody who can post it and add the captions and make sure everything's good. So I have a manager now. Whew. Wow. You're watching me live, just realize what this has become. It's such a blessing. It's such a beautiful thing. It's just like, it's so crazy. I was literally just like making silly videos in my room. You know? Anybody remembers like the zany trains and all that? You know? It's really where it began. If you don't remember the zany trains, go scroll all the way down on my shorts page and look for little toy trains talking. So, yeah, it's a lot of good things happening, guys. This is really cool. I'm super excited. I'm super at peace with a lot of things. You know? I have a beautiful girlfriend now. I have a home. Everybody I care about is doing well. It's crazy. All those things you worry about in life, and to just be here and everything's just fine. But with that, that's just a nice thought, so I'm going to end it there. Thanks for watching.